What's up, guys? Chris Ken Game here with one of my Let's Review video games. We're talking today about The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. This is a game I actually just beat a couple hours ago. The game actually only took me three and a half hours to actually beat, so we're going to review the gameplay, graphics, whatnot, a little bit about the game itself, and the makers, and that's it. So let's begin. First thing you want to know about this game is that when the game begins, it actually tells you it's a narrative story that doesn't hold your hand, which is great considering that I hate games that actually want to lead you through for 15-20 minutes just about the game mechanics itself. Experience is the best teacher, really, so in my opinion anyway. So basically throwing you right into the game is the best course of action. This game is by no means an action game. It's not an if you're a fan of FPS, first person shooters, things like that, any kind of action, fighting games, whatnot, this is not the game for you. This game actually is just basically almost like a point and click adventure. You play Paul Prospero. You're basically a detective who received a letter from Ethan Carter, who you're looking for in the story. Basically, yeah, like as you begin, you go around searching for things that can highlight on Paul's screen. So let's talk about that a little bit. Paul's special power as a detective, I guess, is the power deduction. He can actually see things and then go ahead and highlight them like it's on the screen here. It says open door. So I saw this already, but anyway, when you open a door, it opens up and Paul can see things. Once you focus on it once, he can actually see it constantly. Like this pieces of paper, if you read it once, you can read it later, or it'll highlight your screen, and then you simply turn it red and Paul will read it. His other power is simply when you touch somebody, you find some kind of scene where you're looking for something. If you hold X on the PS pad, PlayStation controller pad, you would actually go ahead and teleport in a way, or see memories of the past of what happened. Like this. I'm not going to actually go all the way because it's actually a spoiler. I won't show any spoilers in this game. But when he does that, that's what happens. He can actually piece things together. So you got to put them in chronological order. And it happens a couple times in the game, not too much though, like I said. It's a really short game. The gameplay is, I guess it's fun for those who like a nice story that's not fast paced. You can actually finish the game at your own pace, but like I said, it'll take you about 3 hours or so to beat the game. Actually, the things I want to talk about too is, as far as aesthetically, the whole scene of the actual game is beautiful. Look at this. The water, the detail in the mountains, the tree lines, everything is freaking awesome. To me, this game was actually made by an indie company called The Astronauts, who I believe were 3 people from a company called People Can Fly, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that though. But this game is almost like if you played The Witness or Myst or other Sierra games from the old Sierra games. And it's actually really fun. For me, at least, for the first couple minutes, and then it got kind of repetitive because you're basically running around this town looking for Ethan Carter. So, yeah, look at the gameplay. There's not much you can do. You can run with the L1 button or R2 button. You control yourself, the left and right sticks, and then you push X to confirm and or do actions, and that's it. There's no fighting in the game. You can't actually die in the game either, except for, save for 1 point. And when you do die at that point, if you do die at that point, it actually just restarts you right at the beginning of that area again, so it's not too bad. Gameplay-wise, it's fun, like I said, for the first few minutes, but then it gets repetitive. Everything is just keep constantly looking for this, that, look for the next puzzle, the next piece, what to do, where's Ethan at. You're following him. Yeah, and that's it. There's not a lot of action in it. The puzzles actually aren't hard, save for one of the puzzles it's in the mine area. It's a little bit difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So if you do have a problem with that, you can always look online or look on YouTube, I'm sure, and find solutions for that. Like I said, aesthetically, the game's beautiful though. This game is, for an indie company, it's a damn good game. Look at that. Beautiful. You spin around a little bit faster. The indie company did pretty good with this, the astronauts. I enjoyed that though. Sometimes I would stop and just look and be like, wow, there's a lot of freaking detail in this game. So that's one of the problems with the game though. I wish they had taken a little bit less of the detail and put more into the details of the game as far as gameplay. More puzzles, a longer storyline, or whatnot. Another thing about the game is the game only has one ending. I read on the internet where the one of the programmers or one of the people who actually designed the game were planning on having multiple endings, but they chose against it because they didn't want it to seem choice-based like Silent Hill 2 or another game, which to me doesn't make any sense because Silent Hill 2 was awesome. I loved that game. So, whatever. But yeah, as far as that, like I said, aesthetically, this game is 10 out of 10. Gameplay-wise, I would give it 3 out of 10. It really takes a kick in the pants with that, because the game itself it's fun for a little bit. Can't emphasize that enough. And then it starts getting repetitive and boring, which, like most games do that anyway. Call of Duty or any other game like that, you basically want to shoot, kill, or rinse and repeat. But those games actually differ in that it's actually multiplayer. You can actually have the chance to go online and play other people. While in this game, it's simply a single-player game that you're searching for something, and then once you find the answers at the very end of the game, you're done. This game has no replay value as well, which one of the creative directors, I believe, named Adrian, I can't say her last name, but she had said that actually the replay value is still high for it as far as that on her own blog on the page theastronauts.com, because she said you can actually still explore the whole game itself, which you can, it is an option, but if all the puzzles are finished and you're sitting there going around just looking around, there's not much else to do. Like other games have replays where it's New Game Plus or whatnot, or to get 100% on trophies, blah blah blah, you actually have to replay the game to different areas. This game doesn't do that. This game is pretty straightforward. Like I said, you're going from point A to B to C, and that's it. There is no side paths going D, E, F, G, whatnot. And that's it. So as far as my review for this game, as far as my grading scale, I don't really grade games. I think it's my first really game that I've graded. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess, I'll give it, to be nice, I'll give it a 4. So if you guys are interested in playing games like The Mist, The Witness, I think it's the Talos Principle as well, games like that are actually indie, or games that are puzzle games, and you're into that, and you're like having fun like that, get this game. I think it's $20 in the PlayStation Store, so is it worth it? Not really. For a game that has little to no replay value and such a short game at 3 to 4 hours for almost all players to actually play it, it's not worth that price tag. If you like me, go ahead and wait for it to go on sale again, and then get the game and play it. So that's it. So if you guys like my review, go ahead and like, comment, and or subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. And I do apologize for this kind of rushed and sporadic review. It is my first time reviewing this game and reviewing a game in general, so let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate it. You guys take it easy. Peace.